Microsoft Security Essentials. Now this is in beta. Don't expect too much from it. It's very simple, very easy to use. It's an antivirus and anti-malware bundled together. You download, run, click next, accept the agreement. You must validate your copy of Windows. They also ask that you remove other antivirus and anti-spyware programs, which this applies to many because they conflict. And carry on with the installation. This runs on Windows XP, Vista and the upcoming Windows 7, 32-bit and 64-bit versions. It's not a big download, it's not a great program, don't expect too much. Now when it's installed, scan my computer for potential threats after getting the latest updates, click finish, and it will go through the updates, and then it will scan your computer for any malware or viruses that there may be there. Now as you can see on the top bar, it says the computer status is potentially unprotected. After it's completed its scan, you need to reboot to enable the real-time protection. Now, the scan on my machine on average took about 10 minutes. In your system tray you'll have this little icon. When it's scanning, it goes dark blue with a little circle inside it. When it's downloading updates, you have a green down arrow. When it finds any malware, it turns red with a white cross, and you get a little pop-up up above the system tray to warn you. And we'll let it carry on and scan. As I said, on my machine it takes about 10 minutes, and that's a quick scan, so it's not a long time. And once it's completed, real-time protection is off, virus and spyware definitions are up to date, and simply click on turn on and reboot. When you come back, you have the interface. It's very simple, very basic. Real-time protection is now on and the definitions are up to date. Click on update, and whilst it's updating the history, there's nothing there. Settings. Scheduled scan. Run a scheduled scan. Pick a day and a time that suits you. 2 o'clock on a Sunday morning does not suit me, so I will change this. Check for the latest definition updates before running a scheduled scan, and you have the option to start the scheduled scan only when your computer is on but not in use. Default actions. Leave them as they are, the Microsoft recommended action. Real-time protection. Turn it on. Monitor file and program activity on your computer and scan all downloaded files and attachments. You can exclude files and locations. Click on Add, click on the drive and pick out the file and location that you want to exclude. You can exclude file types such as JPEG, BMP, MP3, the choice is yours. You can exclude processes, but only with the following extensions: CMD, BAT, PIF, SEF, EXE, .com or SCR. Again, add them through your drive. Advanced settings. Scan archive files. Scan removable drives. Now if you use a USB drive of any sort at any time, tick this box, it's essential. Create a system restore point. Allow all users to view history results. If you have multiple users, you may not want them to see the results, untick it. If it's a single user, you can leave it ticked. Microsoft SpyNet is a collective network where information is sent back to Microsoft about where the software or malicious software came from, the actions that were applied, and what actions Security Essentials applied, and whether it was successful or not. In some instances, personal information might unintentionally be sent to Microsoft. Now Microsoft say they will not use this information to identify you or to contact you. Advanced membership will send a greater amount of information back, the location, the file names, how it got on there and so on. Now, what I will do, I will visit a few malicious sites with malicious downloads and downloads of various sorts, and we'll see how this performs. Here we have a Flash Player binary file, so I will save that, and I'll visit a few. There's some malware I've already imported and it's ready to go. Now at the moment it's detected one potential threat on my computer. So if I go a bit further, download another one. This is 805.exe binary file. I will save this one as well. I will see what else it comes up with. We have another binary file, and we'll save this one and see how the program performs. Now it's detected two threats, so I'll go ahead and clean the computer, a Lurion General and a Trojan Spy Beblo.a, and they will be removed. They say this might take a few seconds. In reality it takes a few minutes. So whilst it's doing that, I'll go through and download a little bit more. This one is an exe file, so I will save that one, and it's scanned, and let's see what it finds up. Okay, it's sorted those two out. The first one is a Trojan and the second one is Trojan monitoring software, which you don't really want. Now it's now found three potential threats, so if you look at the history, it's removed the first two. So go back home, clean computer, and this time there's the Win32 Sogu, which is a high threat. Now it's cleaned that one, show the details, it's a Trojan, and it's removed it. The other two it hasn't found because it's already removed them. Now the scans take a lot longer than what you've seen on here because I've skipped frames. It's removed some of the setup files that I downloaded. It hasn't removed the LBR file or these two, which are antivirus programs. It wouldn't actually allow me to run them. It blocked them completely. If you want more information, check out my blog, which is Free PC Security, and you can find it at freepcsecurity.co.uk.